Hello YouTube, welcome to this shake and release class. This is a live Zoom recording from one of our community classes that we hold weekly on Zoom. So if you'd like more information about that, I will leave a link to my website below where I've got all the details and the Zoom link to register and all that jazz. But this is a class that's perfect for any time that you feel like you need to shake something off. It's a really nice one to do in the morning to kind of get your energy going, but also can be nice midday for if you're feeling like you're kind of feeling a bit sticky, maybe a little bit stressed. We will shake off our energy, we'll move into a little bit of flow, just letting that emotion flow, and then come into some more releasing and restful poses. And hopefully afterwards something will have shifted. So I really hope you enjoy this one. If you do, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe and share with anyone that you think will also enjoy this class. And let's get started. We're going to start standing. So coming to find a standing position, grounding through the feet. Let's place one hand onto our heart, one hand onto the belly. And closing down the eyes if balance allows. And just give yourself a moment to connect to your breath. Give yourself a chance to check in with how you're feeling at this point in your day. For some of us, it might be first thing in the morning. Others, lunchtime. Or maybe you're coming into your evening and towards the end of your day. Notice any areas where you're gripping or holding on to stress. And with your next exhale, see if you can soften your shoulders and soften your knees a little. Nice. Let's take a deep breath in towards the belly. And a big sigh. Good. One more breathing in. Letting go. Beautiful. Relaxing your hands down by your sides. Blinking the eyes open. We're going to start with a little shake through our foot. So we're going to do both sides. It doesn't matter which one. You're going to pick up the foot, relax the toes, and shake from the ankle. So imagine you're trying to shake a sock off. Nice. See if you can really relax the muscles so it's just the joints kind of shaking out. Perfect. And then see if you can get your knee involved as well. So maybe it's a little bit of a bend and a straighten. Just be careful if you have got any knee injuries that you don't fling it too much. Nice. And then get the hip involved if you want to use the wall. So you can go side to side, forwards and back. Full leg shake. Awesome, good. Then bringing that foot down. Let's do the other side. So just starting from the ankle, side to side, up and down. Keep breathing. Nice. Get the knee involved. Just be careful that you don't lock it out. Nice. And then the hip. Awesome. And then bringing that foot down, relax through the feet, soften the knees, keep them nice and soft. Hands, so just from the wrist, relax your fingers, relax your thumbs. Maybe taking them up high. And down low. And then see if you can get your elbows involved a little bit as well, so it becomes a little bit bigger. Whew. Awesome. And then the shoulders involved as well. So maybe little bounces side to side. Beautiful. And then bringing that to a stop. Just give yourself a moment to recover. A couple of deep breaths. Beautiful. Good. Find a little wider stance, soft knees. And then we're going to find little bounces from the knees. See if you can keep your upper body nice and relaxed. Option here to move the head around. You might get a little click through the neck. You can make it bigger if you want, maybe the heels lift off, or you can keep it a little more subtle. Just a little reminder to keep breathing. Cool, and then we're going to take it side to side, so just make sure you don't hit your arms on anything. Swing side to side. Good. Notice any sounds that happen in your body or sensations. Little pops, clicks, crackles. Beautiful. Let's slow that down. Let's relax our arms. And then we're going to make some circles with our hips. So maybe they're slow, maybe they're fast. Imagine you had a paintbrush on your tailbone and you're painting a nice big circle. You can experiment with bending one knee, both knees, keeping them straight. Let's circle the opposite way if you're headed in one direction. Nice. You're welcome to stay with this if this is serving you really well. Stay with this. Otherwise, we're going to bend into one knee, straighten the other. Bend, bend. Don't worry too much about what it looks like. If you want to come really low, that might feel good for some of us. Others, you might just want to keep it kind of upright. But otherwise, this is just a little moment to just be curious about what feels good. A more dynamic stretch. Oh, that feels so good on my hamstrings today. Awesome, cool. Let's bring that to a stop. Come back to the upper body. So one arm's going to come up, palm facing forwards. One arm down, palm facing back. And we're going to alternate through the sides. So options here. You can keep this very isolated. So squeeze your glutes, squeeze your core, and just let it happen in the shoulders. Or you can just let it all go and let your whole body kind of respond. You can try both. You can do something in between. What works? You might add a little pulse at the end. I quite like that, particularly when my shoulders are feeling super rounded and tight. A little push back. It's quite interesting to see which arm can go further back than the other as well. Yeah, that's beautiful. Cool. Nice. Let's bring that to a stop. Take a little roll. Gorgeous. Nice. Let's step 1 foot back. You can be on the heel or you can be up on the toes. You can decide. We're going to clap the hands forwards and clap the hands back. Don't worry if your hands don't reach behind. It's just the idea of them touching together. Awesome, good. Bringing that to a stop. Step that foot forward, other foot back. You can be on the heel, be on the toes. This time inhale, press the forearms back. Exhale, forearms together, head down. Nice, in your own time, inhale. Exhale. You can add your own variation of it. Keep it a little bit fluid. There's no way to do it wrong. Beautiful, Aisha, really nice. Lovely, good. And then bringing that to a stop, step the back foot forwards. Take a little just intuitive wriggle. So maybe you need to shake out the arms a little more. Maybe the hip. You might want to bounce around your mat or bounce around your room. Hopefully you haven't had lunch yet, because it might feel a little bit uncomfortable. Or breakfast for some of us. I can hear my tummy going. Cool, we're going to make our way to the back edge of our mat. Bring the feet about hip width, soften the knees. Let's take a nice big inhale, stretch on up. And as you exhale, bend the knees and forward fold. Come into your ragdoll and take a little bounce here or a sway. So maybe a little sway, maybe a little vibration through the knees. Let the head go. Nice. See if you can encourage more space between each vertebrae, around the shoulder blades, even around your jaw and in your mouth. Relax your tongue. Beautiful, good. Let's all bring our hands down if they aren't there already. Turn the toes out. We're going to come into a deep squat from here. So bend, bend, bend into the knees. Maybe the heels are down, maybe they're not. And we're just going to take a little creative wiggle side to side. As much or as little as is welcome. Nice one, good. And then bring our hands down. We're going to drop the knees down. Bring the big toes together. Take the knees out as wide as is comfortable. We're going to take a variation of cat-cow. So spread the fingers just in front of your knees. Inhale, send the tailbone up. Look up. And as you exhale, round. Nice. And then take it off in your own direction. So you might take it over to the right. To the left. You might make circles with your hips. Anything that feels good on your spine and your hips, you go ahead. Awesome, good. Come to a neutral place, no rush. Let's walk our hands forwards to all fours, and then we're going to step the right foot on the outside of the right hand. You can decide where the foot, if it points out to the side, points forward, somewhere in between. Shifting forward, shifting back. Fast or slow. Beautiful. Nice. Coming forwards. We're going to step the right knee back and do the same with the left. So left foot on the outside of the left hand. Experiment with where the toe points. Forwards, back, side to side, something in between. Keep listening into your body, where it feels like you could maybe work into. Awesome, cool. And we're going to come back to an all fours position. Bring your big toes together, take your knees as wide as is comfortable, and then we're going to settle back into a child's pose. So you can use your hands as a wee pillow. Release. Notice how your body feels. Maybe there's a tingling, vibration. Lovely, good. Slowly coming up to a kneeling position. And we're going to sit our bottom down. We're going to take one leg out to the side and one leg in. Just make sure that the straight leg is nice and relaxed. It's not too like robotic. And we're going to start with circles here. So just encouraging a little bit more flow. Cool, circling the opposite way. You can stick with circles or maybe starting to just explore. Maybe it's a little twist, cat-cow situation, something else. Beautiful, cool. From here, coming back to center, take your time. This bent leg is going to become the front leg of your pigeon. So you're going to turn towards that knee, spin on those hips and find your setup for pigeon. Cool, have a little wiggle, maybe side to side, maybe up and down. If you want to prop up your glute at all for a little bit more support, definitely do that. And then when you've had enough of a wiggle and you feel ready, releasing down, maybe to forearms, maybe forehead touches the mat. A little more grounding poses coming in now. Imagine any stressful or negative energy that you might have shaken up now flowing out of the body and into the ground. Nice. Let's take a deep breath. Let it go. And then slowly, slowly coming back up. Come back the way you came. So you're going to sit on your bottom. Stretch the other leg out. And this leg comes in. Make sure that leg's nice and relaxed. And then start with those circles. Circling the opposite way. Sticking with that, or maybe just starting to find your own thing. If you're not sure what to do and you have the tendency to overthink, just think about how far you can reach with your hands in different directions. And notice how that feels. Where do you feel it? What does it feel like? Try and get out of the thinking and more into the feeling and just being. Awesome, cool. We're going to find ourselves in pigeon on the opposite side. So take your time. This knee is going to become your front leg now. So hands over side, swivel on those hips. And then just see how you feel on this side. You might have one side that's more cranky than the other. And then when you feel ready, releasing down if that feels good for you. Maybe finding a little support for the head from the hands or the floor. Take one more deep breath. And a big sigh. Slowly coming back up. Nice. Take a little seat. And then we're going to stretch out both legs in front. Hands behind. Give your legs a bit of a shake out. Awesome. We're going to come onto our back from here. So when you're ready, come onto your back. Feet flat. Let's keep the left foot planted. You're going to pick up your right foot and you're going to give it a shake. And see if you can almost give yourself a little back massage here on that right side. Beautiful. Let's bring that foot down, relax it for a moment. And then left foot and give it a shake. Side to side, up and down. Just let the rest of your body respond like jelly. Awesome. And then relaxing that foot down. Just let the knees drop in towards one another. You're going to pick up your arms. See if you can really feel your shoulders on the mat, to press down into your head, to lift your shoulders and then place them back down. And then same thing, shake out the arms to the sides, overhead. If you're feeling quite tired, just don't do it so hard, it's okay. Maybe crossing the arms. Beautiful, good. And then slowing that down, bringing that to a stop. Just allow your hands to rest onto the floor. Beautiful. We're going to lift both legs up, and we're going to do both legs this time, at the same time. See if you can get your hips wiggling a bit so that lower back really gets a nice massage. Like the back of your pelvis. If you ever feel tightness around your lower back, this can be really nice. Cool, and then let's get the arms involved as well. Keep breathing. Beautiful. Let's take a nice big breath. As you exhale, release the hands overhead, release the legs out long, full body stretch. Any little intuitive movements here, take it. Good, and then hug the knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Maybe a little rock. We're going to bring the hands underneath the back of the knees. I'm adding this one in because I think it's just a fun one. If you need to use your hands, please do. We're going to rock and roll. And then see if you can rock and roll all the way to standing. And then back down. And just do that as many times as feels good. It's quite a nice kind of awakener, I think, particularly if it is like the start of the day or the middle of the day for you. Use furniture, use coffee table or something to help you up if you've got it near you. Awesome. Cool. Next time you come down, take your time, you're going to roll back. Give yourself a hug. Take your arms into cactus or T, palms facing up, release some heat. And then allow the knees to drop over to the right, nice and heavy. Release all your efforts. Good, inhale, bring the knees through center. And then letting them drop the opposite way, nice and heavy. Good, as you inhale, bring the knees through center. I forgot to do this one when we were seated, but we can do it reclined, which is actually really nice. You're going to cross your right leg over your left, thighs are touching, reclined shoelace. So either hugging the knees in with this leg cross. Some of us might grab our ankles or the outside edges of our feet, stretching out through the outer hip, releasing the lower back into the floor. Soften your belly. Good. Breathing in. Letting go. Good. Uncrossing the legs. Maybe giving them a little shake or a knock of the knees together. And then left leg over the right. Maybe we hug the knees, ankles, maybe grab the feet. Keep your lower back in contact with the floor. I've just realised the playlist is on shuffle. I always do that. Nice, closing down the eyes. Beautiful. Let's take a nice big breath in. Exhale, release, shake it out. And then when you feel ready, get comfortable for a few minutes of relaxation. So if you feel like just taking a big starfish on the floor today, if hip opening is your thing, soles of the feet together, let the knees drop out with gravity. You can rest your hands on the front of your body if you want to feel a little more connected to your body. I'll give you a minute to get comfy. Yeah, grabbing any props or a pillow can be really nice. Closing down the eyes. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose, send it to every single cell. And let it go. Good. Inhale, breathing into every single cell. And then imagine every cell exhaling. Allowing your body to soften. Melting into the floor. But also having this light feeling, a weightless feeling. Allowing your breath to move freely without you needing to do anything at all. And taking just a couple of minutes here together where we have absolutely nothing else to do, nowhere else to be, completely and totally at ease. like to stay here for a bit longer, please, please do. We are finishing early today, so you've got time. Otherwise, just starting to invite a deeper breath in and a longer breath out. Reinvigorating every cell. Maybe starting to wiggle the fingers and the toes. And when it feels good, take a nice big stretch in your own time. Maybe you've got a nice big yawn there too. Maybe giving yourself a little hug here. Nice big squeeze. And without hurry, moving nice and slow, coming up to find a comfortable seat, whatever that might look like for you. Resting the hands in the lap or on your knees. Close your eyes. Notice how you feel now compared to when you stepped into this practice today. Maybe something's been released. Maybe not. Maybe there's just been a shift, a little nudge. Let's all bring our hands together at heart center. Take a deep breath in. And a collective sigh. Well done. Bowing the head down towards yourself. Whatever you experienced in this practice, really, really thank yourself for carving out the time today to look after body, mind and soul. When you're ready, slowly opening your eyes and welcoming yourself back. Thank you so much for joining me.